fly ball, and Puerto Rico moves to the finals on Wednesday. Rosario to center field. Profar makes the catch. Correa tags. The throw's too late, and Puerto Rico is moving to the finals.
Puerto Rico was the land of Clemente, Victor Peyot, okay, Iran Bison. And I learned those names from my dad. So on my own, in the community, in the neighborhood, we would all, after school, run to our homes, get our bags. We had a bat, a couple of baseballs, a leather glove, and play baseball any single place you can imagine. There was no baseball field.
Baseball is the most popular sport in Puerto Rico, and its history stretches back to the end of the 19th and beginning of the 20th century. The sport was introduced to the island just before the Spanish-American War. After Puerto Rico was annexed by the United States, the sport began to take off, in large part due to the victories that local teams were having against their U.S. counterparts. Come 1942, Iran Bithorn became the first Puerto Rican to play in the MLB, paving the way for dozens of Puerto Ricans to become professionals. In 1955, Roberto Clemente began his professional career and quickly established himself as one of the best players in the league. After his tragic death in 1972, he became the first Latino player inducted into the Hall of Fame. Since Clemente, several successful Puerto Ricans followed, including Edgar Martinez, Roberto Alomar, Ivan Rodriguez, Carlos Beltran, Jorge Posada, and many more. The success of all these players at the turn of the century meant baseball was at the forefront of local entertainment. After a short dip in popularity at the beginning of the 21st century, Puerto Rico has regained its position as the go-to form of national entertainment. This resurgence has been spearheaded by the likes of a new generation of players including Francisco Lindor, Carlos Correa, and Javier Baez, who found success in major events including the 2017 World Baseball Classic and the 2016 and 17 World Series.
Puerto Rico's success in baseball and its popularity have always gone hand in hand. Through the achievements of the current vanguard, the role of baseball can be catapulted to new heights. With the MLB looking to increase the involvement of Puerto Rico within the league, the island is presented with an amazing opportunity to tap into an enormous source of potential national income. When looking at the potential role of baseball in Puerto Rico, the recent series between the Cleveland Indians and Minnesota Twins can be seen as an indicator of how Major League Baseball seeks to increase its role within the island and how it can play an important role in Puerto Rico's overall development.
Buenas noches, fanáticos del béisbol. Welcome to the Iran Bithorn Stadium for a special evening, the first of two Major League Baseball games between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins.
It was really important for baseball to be back here, be part of the recovery, and it's been an exciting couple of days. Puerto Rico's of particular significance, important source of talent for us, and we have to bring the game here.
His family's here cheering him on, and he gets to lead off here in the fourth inning. Ground ball through the hole on the right side. A leadoff single for Rosario. There you go. That's my boy.
And of course, we said these fans are waiting for something to cheer about. Well, they've got a chance right now with Lindor coming up again with a runner in scoring position.
Aquí saca batazo profundo. Allá al jardín derecho. ¡Uy! La pelota se fue de cuadrangular. Cuadrangular de Francisco Lindor. Y aquí el estadio se pone de pie.
Playing in front of his family. They're now in tears.
We managed to secure an interview with Anaimir Tuti Munoz, president of MB Sports and the major organizer of the aforementioned Puerto Rico series and the World Baseball Classic games hosted in 2013. The information we learned about the economic impact and global exposure provided by these games simply blew us away. Here are some of the key takeaways. These events, despite both lasting less than a week, were each responsible for approximately a $10 million income for the Departamento de Hacienda. If this becomes more frequent, which the Commissioner of the MLB has indicated as its intention, we are looking at potentially billions of dollars that can be raised by the local government. Beyond just raising money for the government, the World Baseball Classic and recent MLB series resulted in the creation of around 2,000 jobs. If the events become more widespread and frequent, these can shift from being part-time jobs to full-time jobs and help improve the lives of an underserved Puerto Rican working class. Furthermore, these events receive coverage at the international level, putting Puerto Rico on the map for tens of millions of people. ESPN, which broadcasted the Puerto Rico series, has a total viewer base of 99 million households. As we have seen, there is a lot of news in today's world, and an event as serious as Hurricane Maria is quickly forgotten in the eyes of many after a few months. Year-round MLB events will help Puerto Rico remain in the conversation of many U.S. households without such a terrible crisis being necessary.
In order to get a deeper understanding of how Major League Baseball views Puerto Rico and its talent pool, we interviewed New York Mets Assistant General Manager Omar Minaya. This is what he told us.
My personal view is that Puerto Rican players are very good. I think Puerto Rican players just look at the major leagues, just look at the talent that's there for players. I think what we're seeing now is that a lot of these Puerto Rican players are leaving the island and playing outside of Puerto Rico and then becoming players like Lindor, Baez, and others. But I think Puerto Rico is a baseball-rich island. I think without a doubt that there's a lot of talent there. Unfortunately, I think there's more talent. I think it teams want to go in there and recruit more. And I think that one of the things that is lacking, I think, is overall, training. But I think Puerto Rico, to me, is one of the richest islands and talent around by far.
In tandem with the views expressed by Mr. Minaya, we have found multiple recent efforts by the MLB to improve the development of talent in Puerto Rico and increase the number of players entering the league, with the hope that the island's role in the league can increase down the line. In an MLB article, Kim Nig, president of the international operations for the MLB, spoke about his goal to help put MLB players on the map for scouts through events like the recent 3-day showcase for young Puerto Rican players. He said, "Knowing the great history that it's had and the many players that have come from the island, it was really important for me that we allocate time, effort, and human resources to the effort." Joel Arrujo, senior manager for international MLB talent, seconded this view. "We try to give them a platform. We've made an effort to give exposure and help rejuvenate the island. Every year we've seen an increase of scouts, which is interpreted as more interest on the island. Obviously, the success of Correa and Lindor has helped too. We're happy with what we're seeing here. We have scouts, top evaluators here to see the best players from Puerto Rico. We're doing a lot, but it's just kind of uncovering what already exists," Araujo said. "Puerto Ricans still love baseball, and there's still a lot of talent here."
So, baseball, was playing catch with my dad, going to the park in the afternoons, dad teaching me and my little brother every single...
Over the past few weeks, all the evidence our team has discovered points to a growing relationship between the MLB and Puerto Rico. This process has been long in development, with the relationship slowly progressing over the past few decades. With the recent success Puerto Rico has found in baseball, the island has hit a critical point in its involvement with the MLB. This has enormous potential to improve Puerto Rico's economy and national exposure.